About the age of 4, that's when I first met my daddy. That's when he got out of jail for the first time. And he stayed out for about 3, 4 years.
Sometimes, we do struggle for food, like for dinner and so often. So it's just like, my mom will throw whatever in the pot and just hope for that to last for the week or so.
It's not something you're really prepared for at any age, really, to find out that the people that raised you aren't really your real parents.
Some of the challenges that we face are working with different families in different situations, and they may not have a value for education. In our program, we really value the educational components and working with families that love their kids, but they may not have the skill sets in order to help mold their young people into the people that they want to be. It can be challenging at times, working with the kids, the schools, the systems, and the parents to help them to learn how to work with their young people.
I've recently met my biological mother and brother, but my father is deceased. I met them at my grandmother's funeral. I knew my grandmother before, but when we went to our funeral, that was the first time I actually met my biological mother and a few of my brothers. When I found out as a foster child, I kind of went through a depression phase where I didn't really talk to anybody. I lost a lot of weight because I wasn't eating right. It was just a hard time for me to get through.
I went to training and my nana came and picked me up, and then she dropped me off at my friend's house. And we were all actually just outside, like just out on the roadside, just playing music, having fun. And then just some random guys just rode past. They rode past, they were a bit suspicious, just like how slow they were riding. Once they got close enough, they actually didn't see me at first. They aimed the gun at my friends and it actually jammed. And then the second time they turned around, that's when the shots just ran off. I received 2 gunshot wounds to both of my legs, one in my knee and one in my left calf.
My father had left with no notice, and after that we was just in a constant struggle, moving around place to place. And then one day, my mom had called family services, and ever since then, me and my brother was in the system for about 6 or 7 years. I don't really like living like that because it's not comfortable, and it's been a lot of those nights to where you don't know what's next.
When you see him on the rugby field, you may not think that anything's going on in this young person's life, but the beyond off the field pieces is that we know when a kid doesn't have anywhere to go home to after practice because their parent doesn't have anywhere for them to go that night. So our staff really go beyond the extra mile and really look into the young people's lives and help create some real systemic change in their lives.
I woke up coming out of surgery and Darren was in my room. He was there for me, and that really helped me get through it. It really made me want to get back out on the field. And Patrick Keller has helped me do a lot. He's helped me get my qualifications to be a coach, and he's part of the reason that I wanted to be a coach, actually. Just from him being there and showing the support that he does as a coach, it made me want to do the same thing.
His name was Devray No. He was actually my neighbor before my coach, and I didn't really know he was my neighbor until after I joined the rugby team, and he was really a big influence on my life. After I joined his team, we saw each other a lot more often. I'd go over his house. He became a part of my life.
After joining Beyond Rugby, on a Monday afternoon, I got somewhere to go, somewhere to do homework, study, do projects.
At the end of the day, when you watch a young person that you know where they come from, and you watch them overcome that obstacle, it's just something that you can't beat it. Watching some of these kids walk across the stage will be the proudest moment.
After I leave Berkeley, I want to pursue law, corporate law.
After I finish Cedar Bridge, I'm gonna work for a little bit, and then I'm gonna fly up to Nova Scotia, St. Francis Xavier University to take up kinesiology.
I just recently got my coaching qualifications for rugby, so I'm now I'm qualified as a junior coach, and I would like to maybe start up coaching full time.
Sport is something that just allows young people to express who they are. It really helps them to just express themselves. So these guys go out on the field, they are a family, they love it, and it keeps them coming back.
The rugby team's willing to accept anybody, not because that we need anybody, but because that's how we are. We don't really judge against your physical abilities or what you look like. Everybody has a place on a rugby field. And I think it'll be a good way for other students they don't really have a club or anything to belong to come and join, because, I don't know, we're just a family there. No one's gonna treat you different because of how you look in a rugby game, because at the end of the day, we're all gonna get messed up.